The best part of fried chicken is not always the chicken itself. A lot of the time, it is that very first bite. The crackly golden crust, the rough little edges, the tiny flakes that break apart before the meat even really hits your tongue. That moment feels simple. But the crust is doing way more work than most people realize. It is not just flour stuck to chicken. It is moisture, starch, protein, seasoning, hot oil, and timing, all coming together at once. That is why one piece of fried chicken feels thick and homemade. Another breaks apart with a sharp, glassy crunch. Another turns sticky under sauce. And another somehow stays crisp, even after sitting in a takeout box. Fried chicken coating is not just the outside layer. It is the reason the whole bite works. To understand fried chicken coating, you have to understand the 5 things that control it: flour or starch, surface moisture, protein, hot oil, and timing. The wet layer gives the dry coating something to hold on to. Flour gives the crust body and that familiar hearty bite, while starch can make it feel lighter, sharper, and more delicate. Protein from egg, milk, or buttermilk helps the coating cling instead of sliding off when it hits the fryer. Then the oil does the dramatic part. It turns trapped moisture into steam, dries the outside, browns the coating, and cooks the chicken underneath. But the balance is fragile. If the surface is too wet, the crust gets heavy and gummy. If it is too dry, the coating can fall apart. A great fried chicken crust is basically controlled chaos. The classic flour crust is the one most people picture first when they think of fried chicken. The chicken is usually damp from marinade, buttermilk, egg wash, or a seasoned liquid, then pressed into flour mixed with salt, pepper, and spices. That damp surface is what makes the flour grab on instead of dusting off. Once it hits hot oil, the outside starts drying. The flour browns, and those uneven patches turn into the craggy little ridges everyone secretly fights over. It is not the lightest coating, and it is not always the crispiest style on the table. But it gives fried chicken that thick, familiar, almost homemade bite. Crunchy on the outside, juicy underneath, and seasoned right where your mouth notices it first. Extra crispy coating is not just normal fried chicken left in the fryer a little longer. The roughness is usually built on purpose. The chicken might be dipped back into a wet layer, dredged again, or pressed into flour, where little clumps have already started forming. So before it even touches the oil, the surface is uneven. That matters. Every ridge, bump, and flake creates more surface area. And more surface area means more spots where hot oil can dry, brown, and crisp the coating. That is why extra crispy fried chicken feels louder and more dramatic when you bite into it. The crunch is sharper because the crust has more edges to break. The hidden trick is simple, but powerful crispiness is not just about heat. It is about building a crust with shape. Korean double fry coating proves that a crust does not have to be thick to feel intense. The goal is usually a thinner, drier shell that cracks hard when you bite it. The first fry cooks the chicken and starts pushing moisture out toward the surface. Then the chicken rests, which gives steam time to escape instead of getting trapped under the coating. The second fry hits the crust again, drying it even further and making it tighter, cleaner, and more brittle. Starch often helps here, because it can create a lighter crunch than plain flour. That is why this style can stay crisp even when it gets tossed in a glossy sauce. It does not feel heavy or bready. It feels controlled, thin, and built to shatter. Tempura-style batter works almost in the opposite direction. Instead of pressing the chicken into a thick flour coating, the chicken gets dipped into a lighter, wet batter that wraps the surface in a thinner layer. When that batter hits hot oil, moisture flashes into steam, tiny bubbles form, and the coating puffs up quickly. The result is crisp, airy, and less heavy than a classic flour crust. But there is a catch. A light batter is also more fragile. It can lose its crunch fast if it sits too long, gets trapped under steam, or gets covered with too much sauce. This style wins when it is fresh, fast, and delicate. It is not trying to be rugged. It is trying to give you that quick, light crackle before it disappears. Spicy oil coating changes the way heat reaches you, because the spice is not just sitting in dry flour anymore. It is being carried by fat. When fried chicken comes out hot, an oil mixed with chili, paprika, garlic, pepper, or other spices can slide into all those tiny cracks in the crust. That makes the heat feel deeper and more spread out, almost like it has soaked into the crunch itself. And because oil carries aroma so well, the coating starts smelling roasted, warm, and intense before the spice fully hits your tongue. That is why spicy oil can feel bigger and more powerful than seasoning powder alone. It turns the crust into a delivery system for heat. Dry seasoning dust is the final layer that can make fried chicken taste louder almost instantly. The crust comes out hot, lightly oily, and covered in tiny rough spots, which makes it perfect for catching powder. Salt usually hits first, then sugar, chili, garlic, onion, pepper, or savory seasoning fills in the rest. That is why one bite can taste huge, even if the meat underneath is not heavily seasoned all the way through. A lot of the flavor is happening right on the surface, exactly where your tongue meets the crust. But the trick is timing. Add the seasoning while the coating is still warm and a little oily, and it sticks. Wait too long, and that flavor dust just falls away. Sauced coating is where fried chicken makes a trade. It gives up some crunch to gain shine, stickiness, and a bigger hit of flavor. A good sauce has to be thick enough to cling to the crust, but not so watery that it turns every crispy edge soft in seconds. Sugar helps create that glossy look. Acid cuts through the fat, and salt keeps the chicken from tasting flat under all that sweetness or heat. But the trade-off is real. The longer sauce sits on fried coating, the more moisture the crust absorbs. That is why sauced fried chicken can taste bold, sticky, and satisfying, but it almost never stays crisp for very long. You are not just choosing a flavor, you are choosing texture loss in exchange for impact. So the smarter way to choose fried chicken is not just by the name on the box. Ask yourself what kind of crust you actually want. If you want crunch, go for dry, extra crispy, or double fried styles. And be careful with heavy sauce. If you want bold flavor fast, look for seasoning dust or spicy oil, because those hit the surface hard. If you want glossy, sticky, sauced chicken, enjoy it, but know that the crust will soften sooner. And with frozen or reheated chicken, understand that the coating is built to survive the process, not just to taste like it came fresh from the fryer. Once you learn to read the crust, you understand the whole bite.